Hello student, Hemant sir is here. Today we are going to start the new chapter which is the chemicals and chemical substances. This is the fourth chapter of your science subject. Okay, so let's start the chapter. So let me share the slides with you so that you will understand the content easily. Okay, so let's share the slides. Yeah. So here we have the important content that we are going to cover in this chapter. Okay. What is the name of the chapter? It is the chemicals and chemical changes. Okay. In this chapter, we will cover the following points. Number one, what are chemical substances, chemical symbols, chemical formulas, chemical equations, chemical changes, and physical changes also. Okay, so these are the important points that we are going to cover in this chapter. So I want you have to take a screenshot for that. So now first thing we are going to discuss in this chapter is the matter. What is matter is about? Okay, so we'll discuss what is matter. So matter is anything around us. Matter is anything around us which have mass and occupied the space. Okay, and occupies space are called as matter. Suppose I am holding this pen, it is again a matter because it have the mass as well as it occupies the space also. So anything around us that we can sense which occupies the space and have mass are called as matter. We are also matter. We can sense the presence of matter, like we can see them. As we can see here, they are the gold bricks. They are made up of the gold atoms, okay, or gold particles. So this we can see that. We can see that. We can touch that. We can hear also. Most of the time, if you will feel any sound around us, it is nothing but again due to the vibration of particles, and these particles are nothing but matter. Okay, we can feel. Okay, we can change the shape of the matter. We can touch them. We can smell them. We can measure them also. Okay, so these are nothing but like different ways by which we can sense the presence of matter. So you have to just remember very important definition of the matter, and which is anything that have mass and occupies space is called as or are called as matter. Okay, so I want you have to take a screenshot and you have to make the proper science notebook where you have to write all these points. Okay, everyone. So take a screenshot. Let's discuss more about the matters. Okay, so matters are made up of a very tiny particles. Okay, tiny means a very small that we cannot see them. If in order to watch them, we had to have like microscope with high power or the electron microscope by which we can sense them or we can see them. Okay, so matters are made up of a very tiny and indivisible particle. Indivisible means you cannot divide those particles further, are called as beta indivisible particles, and these particles are called as atoms. Okay, so can we say that matters are made up of the tiny particles called atom? Yes, that means atoms are indivisible tiny particles and like they combine together to form the matter. Let's understand different kinds of matters around us. Okay, so here we have many examples of matter. Okay, the person was sitting on the chair is again a matter. That he has uses that glasses again made up of the matter. As you can see here, butterfly on the PC or the personal computer, it is again a matter. That computer itself also a matter. That a cup of coffee, as you can see here, it is again a matter. That desk on that coffee and PC was placed, again a matter. That chair, okay, is again matter. The cat here, okay, it is again a matter. As you can see, the sun from the window, okay, it is again a matter. That clouds again made up of the matter only. That plant again a matter. As you can see here, there is a flower pot. It is again a matter. Okay, and different matters are formed by different types of atoms. Okay, if we can see the gold, okay, so gold is made up of the atoms of gold only. If we can see the plastic bucket, if you have at your home, it is made up of the plastic particles. Okay, as you can see the glass, the transparent glass that you use to drink juice sometime, okay, it is made up of the tiny particles of glass only. Okay, the like flower pot, if you have, they are made up of the ceramic. So we have different articles at our home, they are made up of the different types of molecules or atoms. Okay, so again I want you have to take a screenshot for that, then we will discuss the further. So here, like leaf of the plant, that flower pot, cat, sun, cloud, glass, butterfly, computer, okay, coffee, that desk, they are made up of the different types of particles. Okay, everyone. So again, let's take a screenshot for that. Let's discuss about the chemical substances now. Okay, so what are chemical substances? So chemical substances is, a chemical substance is a pure single form of a matter. It is the single pure form of matter is called as a chemical substance. Or we can also define as, the substance is any matter with known composition which cannot be separated into other kind of matter by any physical processes. Okay, are called as beta matters. Yeah. So let's discuss about more related to the substance. So substances are composed of atoms and molecules, as we already discussed in last part. Okay, and the substance must have a particular amount of weight, mass and volume. Okay, we can say these are nothing but the matter, and we already gone through that matter have the mass and occupied space also. Okay, and according to the mass, it applies, like any planet applies force on it, it is nothing but the weight. Okay, so we can say any matter or substance must have the weight, mass and volume. So in diagram, as you can see here, different like color of the substances are here. Okay, these are nothing but the chemical substance you will going to observe in your chemistry laboratory beta. Okay, so like we have few example here, NaCl that we every day use in our daily diet. The sodium chloride, the salt, the table salt that we use, it is nothing but the sodium chloride. We have hydrochloric acid, it is HCl. You know, HCl being secreted continuously in our stomach by the gastric gland. Okay, and that hydrochloric acid have its important role and helps in digestion of protein also. We have many substances. Okay, like we have H2SO4, it is called as sulfuric acid. Okay, here we have CH3COOH, it is acetic acid. You know, acetic acid, it's 4 to like 6% solution in water. Okay, is called as vinegar. Okay, it's called as beta vinegar. Okay, wait a second, I'm just okay, so here we are going to complete our today's session beta. Okay, so whatever the part we have discussed about the chapter, it is really very important and you have to make a proper note. Okay, so don't miss the next lecture because we are going to cover the important part, and which is nothing but the chemical reaction. Okay, so For today, we had to complete our today's session here only. So bye bye everyone. And one more thing, like whenever you are watching the video, just do comments that I have watched that video. Okay, so I'm waiting for your response.